Okay, students, welcome back. In the first session, we have discussed to prepare alcohol and phenol. Okay, so alcohol ro gote method अछि एबे हम discuss करियो oxymercuration, deoxymercuration. So हमें direct hydration देखिथिले, then hydrogenation oxidation हमें discuss कले टिके पूर्वरो, and now it is oxymercuration, deoxymercuration. So तीनटा reaction रो difference कौन and where to use which reaction हमें आप और oxymercuration, deoxymercuration पर ही discuss करिबा. Okay. So now the next reaction is oxymercuration, deoxymercuration. Okay. So oxymercuration, deoxymercuration. Suppose we are taking this. It is reagent कौन अछि ना mercuric acetate, HgOAc whole twice, then H2O serially, and then sodium borohydride. The product will be this. This is the product, and the reaction is named as oxymercuration, deoxymercuration. Okay, the reaction is named as oxymercuration and deoxymercuration. ताले ठीक mechanism देखिबा. Mercuric acetate, it is acetate ion. Okay, acetate ion, and this is the cation. Cation means it can act as the electrophile. Alkene can be easily attacked by the electrophile. ताले हम पाखे जो alkene अछि, that will be attacked by the electrophile. So कौन हो देखो. Okay. Next, water attack करिवो. Water केमते attack करिवो as the nucleophile. So nucleophile attack कोठी कबो to the more stable carbocation center. Okay, to the more stable carbocation center. It is a ring opening hobo. Next step, how to remove the metal. Now metal will be removed by using the reducing agent NaBH4. So this is the product. Then the mercury is heavy metal. I mean, देखथिले alkene chapter रे halogen जतला halonium ion attack करथिला, that makes 3-membered cyclic intermediate. So it is empty mercury heavy metal. So that makes 3-membered cyclic intermediate. So quickly finish करो, तापर हम क्वेश्चन डिस्कशन करिबा. And all of the writing. Okay. So I hope up to this no difficulty. Student, if any doubt, quickly raise your hand or write in the chat box. No. Okay. Now complete some questions. Same. It is mercuric acetate water, then NaBH4. Third, this direct hydration. Okay, complete. Same reactant, but in the presence of three different reagents. So what are the possible products? I hope all of you are doing. Make it fast. Quick. First, there will be no rearrangement, but in the third case, rearrangement of carbocation will take place. That is the hint to you. Have try करो. I hope all of you are doing. Okay. So let's go for products. First case, this is suitable for the terminal product hydrogenation oxidation, and this follows Markovnikov rule without the carbocation rearrangement. Without the carbocation rearrangement. And the last one. So last one कौन होगा? हमें the steps लिखिबा. This is first, then ring expansion, then hydrate shift, जेना प्रीवियस क्वेश्चन करथिले then H2O minus H plus. Hello. I'll quickly complete reaction. Complete करो student. Make it fast. Complete. Okay. So now we are going to discuss the properties of alcohol and phenol. First, physical properties रे बहुत बेसी डिस्कस करिया दरकार नहीं. Still डिस्कस करिवा in physical properties. Okay. So physical properties of any compound. हम कौन-कौन topic discuss करो? Physical state of that compound, then melting point, boiling point, solubility. Okay. So these are the basic topics. First, I'm going to देखिवा what about the physical state? What about the physical state of alcohol? So lower members अछंती. Lower members alcohol रो कौन हबे? ना lower members are liquid and higher members are solid. अच्छा, why lower members in alcohol are liquid, whereas in alkane lower members are gases? Now the reason is in alcohol intermolecular hydrogen bonding is present, whereas it is absent in the case of alkane. So first, methanol, ethanol, these are present in the liquid form. Second, solubility. Alcohols are polar, so these are highly soluble in the polar solvent like water. Why? Because with water, alcohol can make intermolecular hydrogen bonding. Alcohol can make intermolecular hydrogen bonding. Okay. तापर next कौन रहिला ना boiling point तापर viscosity भी discuss करी परिबा. So boiling point, alcohols possess comparatively high boiling point as compared to the corresponding ether, then comparable molar mass of aldehyde, ketone and alkane. The reason कौन? Boiling point high over reason कौन? ना boiling point high over reason होचे in alkane in alcohol intermolecular hydrogen bonding is present. So with the increase in molecular mass, boiling point increases in general हमें जानी चाहिए. And तापर कौन कहबा ना with the increase in branching the boiling point decreases, जोटा कि van der Waals force decrease होबो and hence the surface area will be decreased. केमती ना with increase in branching for the isomeric alcohol. तापर देखिबा viscosity. ऐसा जनरल पॉइंट ताको म तुमको नोट्स डिक्टेट करूनी. सो viscosity. So viscosity तम पढिथिबो फिजिक्स रे 11th class physics रे पढिथिबो. Viscosity दैट फ्लूइड चैप्टर रे. Viscosity means it is the opposition to flow. ए टाइप रो क्वेश्चन केते थरा कॉम्पिटिटिव एग्जाम रे ऑलरेडी पचाछ. So viscosity means it is the opposition to flow. Okay. So molecule जते अधिक strong intermolecular force of attraction थिबो molecule रे, it is more viscous and its flowability will be lesser. Is that clear? So student, हमें देखिबा between alcohol, glycol, suppose this is one alcohol, glycol, glycerol. Alcohol, glycol, glycerol. Okay. Molecular mass comparable अच्छे, identical है, comparable अच्छे, बहुत बेसी difference नहीं. Still, जैसे हमें ये देखिए तीनटा भीतर है. So the viscosity of glycerol is greater than glycol, greater than alcohol. Alcohol possess less, the least viscosity among these three. The reason कौन? The reason है more the number of OH groups present, more is the formation of intermolecular hydrogen bonding. More the formation of intermolecular hydrogen bonding, the molecules will be closer to each other. The molecule closer to be, से केस रे कौन हबो? से केस रे कौन थबो? ना viscosity अधिक रहइबो. Okay. अच्छा. So these are the topics. Bond angle भी हम देख परिबो. Bond angle तो भी compare करिबे जे alkyl group bulky हबो, तार bond angle कौन हबो? Comparatively larger होइजबो. And these possess larger bond angle as compared to water. काहेकि देखो water रे HOH एठी कोन रहइबो? ROH. So water रे 104.5 degree. यदि हम जेमते ether नबा, ether तो आहुरी अधिक bond angle होइजबो. काहेकि ना ether रे कोन अछि? Two alkyl groups are present. Alcohol रे only one alkyl group, and water no alkyl group. So bulkiness सबुठे least रहला water, then alcohol, then ether. Okay. So बुझा पड़ला. So this is the case. अच्छा, next रहला chemical properties. Chemical properties. So chemical properties of what? Chemical properties of alcohol and phenol. If we'll compare in alcohol and phenol, okay, so bond dissociation can be possible here, this as well as this. So after this bond dissociation, it forms alkoxide ion and H plus ion. Here it forms R plus OH minus. But in case of phenol, the bond dissociation is possible only between oxygen and hydrogen. If the bond dissociation takes place between oxygen and hydrogen, that will form phenoxide ion along with H plus ion. That will form phenoxide ion along with H plus ion. If the question will be asked, can the bond formation or bond dissociation is possible between oxygen and the phenyl ring, or oxygen and carbon? In phenol, it is not so. Why it is not so? Because in phenol, partial double bond character is present between oxygen and carbon. So carbon oxygen with partial double bond character रहिबो, bond strength increase हबो, bond dissociation decrease हबो. So सेठी oxygen और carbon with bond break होनी. तो हमका सर alcohol एता होतिला, ताले एठी काहे होनी? ना alcohol H में होतिला, alcohol रे partial double bond character नथिला. ताले यदि RO minus बनिबो, it shows the nucleophilic nature. The R plus banibo, it shows electrophilic nature. But in case of phenol, it is only the nucleophilic nature. Note कर student. Just take 2 minutes. Quickly note down. Alcohol can act as electrophile or a nucleophile depending upon the bond cleavage or bond dissociation, whereas phenol can act as only the nucleophile. Going student. I hope all of you are writing. Okay, next. Next, देखिए the dissociation of the bond between oxygen and hydrogen explains about the acidic character of alcohol and phenol. The acidic character of alcohol and phenol. Both alcohol and phenol are acidic in nature. Why alcohol and phenol are acidic in nature? Because both can release H plus ion. So after releasing H plus ion, it will form either the alkoxide ion or phenoxide ion. After releasing H plus ion, it will form either the alkoxide ion or phenoxide ion. So alkoxide ion, phenoxide ion formation, which means both can act as the acidic. So first, let them compare kariba. Okay. So write down both alcohol and phenol can act as acid. जदि हमें acid strain compare करिबा तो किछ क्वेश्चन लिखिलो स्टूडेंट तापर हम डिस्कस करिबा. Arrange the acidic strength. Arrange the acidic strength. First हमें alcohol रे देखिबा. Okay, student, solve these three. Acidic character of alcohol. Make it fast. Quick. I hope all of you are trying. If any doubt, write in the chat box. Quick. Okay, well, देखो, the answer is 1, 4, 2, 3. I will compare कर answer, then I will discuss करिएगा. Here again 1, 2, 3. Okay, so this is the answer. Compare करो. Then raise your hand. How many of you did it correctly? कितना ठीक करछो? Raise your hand. Anyone? All three correct answers. Okay. ताले देखो हमें discuss करिएगा. Alcohol should be less acidic than water. Why? देखो हमें देखले in alcohol what is present? Alkyl group, and the nature of alkyl group is plus I group. So plus I group decreases the acid strength. Say alcohol रहो कि carboxylic acid रहो, acid strength plus I group decrease करेगा. Okay, so alcohol should be less acidic than water, but water is more acidic than all alcohols except methanol. The reason कौन? Now, why methanol is more acidic than water? Because in water, it can make 4 hydrogen bonding, whereas in methanol, the hydrogen bonding is lesser. So, due to the presence of extensive hydrogen bonding, extensive intermolecular hydrogen bonding in water, the acid strength is slightly decreases than the predicted value, than the expected value. Then slightly water decrease होची, काहे hydrogen सबो intermolecular hydrogen bonding रे trap होचंती. Whereas in methanol, it is not so extensive hydrogen bonding. The result is methanol is more acidic than water, and all other alcohols are less acidic than water. So this is here. Then primary, secondary, tertiary alcohol. So obviously, now primary alcohol is more acidic than secondary than tertiary. Now plus I effect, again आपको plus I effect कही plus I effect of primary alkyl group is least and tertiary alkyl group is highest. Okay. तापर हम देखिबा एठी देखो vinyl alcohol. Okay, so after releasing H plus एठी कोन बनिबो CH2 double bond CHO minus. It will be stabilized by resonance. It will be stabilized by resonance. Okay, students. तापर next कोन एठी आसीबो this group, this will show minus I and this is plus I. So the answer is 1, 2, 3. So this is all about the acidic character of alcohol. Quickly note कर दियो. तापर हम जिबा acidic character of alcohol and phenol. Acidic character of alcohol and phenol. Quick. Note कर दियो student. Completed. Okay. Now, acidic strength. It is one of the most commonly asked question in all the board exam. Acidic strength of ethanol and phenol. Acidic strength of ethanol and phenol. Okay. So the compare kariba between ethanol and phenol. I'm already ethanol dekhiche. And here phenol after releasing H plus ion, it makes phenoxide and H plus. And the phenoxide formed is stabilized by resonance. Student, you have to draw the resonative structures. Board exam re, you have to draw the resonative structures. Quickly draw. Done. Note कर दे student. अब कौन कहेगा? The phenol is more acidic than alcohol because the phenoxide ion formed can be stabilized by resonance, which is given here. The phenoxide ion formed can be stabilized by resonance, whereas the alkoxide ion cannot be stabilized by resonance. Note कर दे student. So next is, can the acidic strength of phenol be changed by the presence of any other group? Can the acidic strength of phenol be changed by the presence of any other group? Any other group माने कौन? Plus I, minus I, plus or minus R. Okay, if that type of group thibo, then what will be the change in the acidic character of the phenol? All right. Plus I and plus R, जो positive effect कौचे, plus I and plus R decreases the acidic strength of phenol. Plus I and plus R decreases the acidic strength of phenol, whereas minus I and minus R increases the acidic strength of phenol. Minus I and minus R increases the acidic strength of phenol. Okay. ताले जदि हमें देखिबा ताको ऑर्डर लिखिबा ताले ऑर्डर कोन हबो इंक्रीजिंग रे फर्स्ट रहला माइनस R then minus I no effect plus I hyperconjugation plus R. We have to follow this rule. Note the student. Minus R and minus I will increase the acidic strength of phenol, whereas plus I hyperconjugation and plus R. Plus I hyperconjugation and plus R decreases the acidic strength of phenol. Decreases the acidic strength of phenol. Okay, quick. তাহলে আমি কিছু কোশ্চেন দেখিবা ortho nitrophenol then meta then para. Then normal phenol. Ortho, meta, ortho, then meta, then para, then phenol. Quickly arrange the acidic strength. You have to follow this. It will be easier to solve. Quickly note down the question, then solve. Take some time. Student try. देखो कोई इफेक्ट अच्छी, so accordingly हमें आंसर 5. I hope all of you are doing. Last 2 minutes. Should I discuss? Okay, quickly try. So the first question answer is T1, 2, 4. Second question 1, 2, 3, 4. And the third one 2, 3, 4, 1. Compare with the answer. तापर discuss करिबा. Compare with your answer, then we will discuss. First, NO2 shows minus R effect as well as minus I if those are present at the para position. But at the meta position, it is only minus I. Okay. So we know from this order, both minus R and minus I increases the acidity strength. So which will increase more? The minus R. If the minus R more increase karibo, so the least kon hegala phenol. Tapare it is followed by the meta nitrophenol. So the second list is meta nitrophenol. Now how to compare between ortho and para? How to compare between ortho and para? So ortho para bhitar je dekhiba. So at ortho position as well as at para position, minus I effect are the same. Ortho and para position minus I effect are the same. The minus I effect, sorry, minus R effect are the same. Minus R. Ortho jetik resonance hobo, para re setiki resonance hobo tale am to differentiate kemti kariba now we cannot differentiate on the basis of either ortho or either minus or effect at the ortho and para position tale compare kariba by taking minus I so the minus I nova minus I decreases with increase in distance তাহলে মাইনাস ইফেক্ট কোডে অধিক হবো অর্থরে অধিক হবো না পারার অধিক হবো না মাইনাস ইফেক্ট অধিক হবো অর্থরে কাহিকি না উইথ ইনক্রিজ ইন ডিস্টেন্স মাইনাস ইফেক্ট ডিক্রিজেস তাহলে অর্থরে যদি মাইনাস ইফেক্ট অধিক হবো আনসার কোন হবো কথা অর্থ দেন পারা দেন মেটা দেন ফিনল বাট আনসার কোন আছে পারা তাহলে হাউ ইট ইজ পসিবল না at the ortho position the hydrogen is bonded by means of intramolecular hydrogen bonding. The hydrogen is bonded by means of intramolecular hydrogen bonding. If the hydrogen intramolecular hydrogen bonding re bonded rahibo tal se case re kon hobo ko the basic character will be sorry acidic character will be decreased jetike expect korche tarthu kami jibo jodi kami jibo tal kon hobo so this is the answer okay tal dekhi paribo so highest la para then ortho then meta then normal phenol acha next come to chlorine so chlorine minus I যদি minus I হবো তাহলে কোন হবে minus I decreases with distance তাহলে অর্থ সবটা highest হলো then meta then para then normal phenol the last one CH3 shows hyperconjugation as well as plus I CN minus R chlorine minus I তাহলে কই অর্ডার কোন হবে minus সবটা highest then minus I then no effect means normal phenol then plus I so these are the answers then just take 1 minute and write the explanation also then we'll move to the next page quick 1 minute neki tame taro answer likhi diyo make it fast next is some more questions this is fourth question okay edira question karo student quick and make it fast quick. Okay. Friendship. আমাদের দেখিব আগে আনসার লিখি দেউছি, then we'll discuss. It is 1243. It is 3214. Compare with your answer. First 1243, second is 3214. I'm saying more the number of residue structure, more is the stability of the intermediate. Again repeating, more the number of residue structures, more is the stability of the intermediate. Okay. তাহলে এটি কো residue structure সবটা অধিক কোটি হবে ফিনল রে হবে। Then এটি double bond আছে, এটি residue structure হবনি। কাই কি না pi bond is not in conjugation, and for last is the vinyl alcohol. Okay, vinyl alcohol. So vinyl alcohol resonance hobo, but ek case resonance hoboni. Next, here it has 3 hyperconjugated hydrogen, 2 hyperconjugated hydrogen. This is minus R effect, this is plus R effect. I think no need to explain further. More the number of hyperconjugated hydrogen, lesser is the acidic strength of the phenol. Okay, so this is the answer. Quickly note down. Noted. Next, what are the other reactions related to the breaking of oxygen hydrogen bond? Related to the breaking of oxygen hydrogen bond that we are going to discuss. Should any doubt? Write in the chat box. No. Okay. So next is esterification. So esterification will be shown by both alcohol and phenol. So alcohol reacts with carboxylic acid or its derivative. Or its derivative to form ester and water in the presence of the catalyst concentrated H2SO4 to form okay. So here it will be water in first case, second it will be HCl, third it will be R-COOH. Complete. Students, complete it. That means alcohol reacts with the carboxylic acid and its derivative. Among the derivative, it is acid halide and anhydride to form ester and the other side products. So in case of carboxylic acid, it will be water. In case of acid halide, it will be HCl. In case of anhydride, it will be carboxylic acid. Okay. In case of anhydride, it will be carboxylic acid. Note down. So mechanism देखिए. Suppose we are taking CH5 CH3 OH. ओके मुझे पढ़ला. अच्छा ताले ये रिएक्शन कंप्लीट करो. Complete the reaction. Make it fast. Complete है ना. अच्छा देखो. Here it has two options. Whether the alcohol will attack to the carbon left side, carbonyl carbon or right side. Now it will attack to the left side. कहेंगे ना right side is more steric hindrance. The product will be no done. Shouldn't quick. Similarly, phenol can also react with carboxylic acid and its derivative, जोटा कि acid halide and anhydride होगा. Phenol reacts with complete correspondent reaction. Complete these two reactions. Complete alla. Same way, then previous dekhthile, it is in the same way. Take 2 minutes and try. Then quick. Then see, this is nucleophilic center. Again, to the sterically less hindered side. Complete. Shouldn't complete it. Over. Next is preparation of aspirin. What is the name of this? It is, you can say 2-hydroxybenzoic acid, or common name is salicylic acid. And salicylic acid is widely accepted. What will be the product? Right, similar reaction. What will be the product? Is If you have completed, raise your hand. Alcohol, it is its name is acetyl carboxylic acid or aspirin. Acetyl carboxylic acid or aspirin. Complete. अब हमें ଦି ଚାରିଟା क्वेश्चन डिस्कस करिवे कन्वर्जन रो, then we'll wind up the class for today. So in next class on Saturday we'll discuss the remaining reactions of alcohol and phenol. Complete करो. Any doubt, student? Any doubt? No. Next, write some conversions. Try these 4 questions. Take some time. Try these 4 questions. I hope all of you are trying. Last 2 minutes. Quick students. I hope all of it trying. Can complete raise your hand. Anyone has completed? No. Quick. First, butane. तो आमे एटी ओनली हालोजिनेशन ही करि परिबा 2 ब्रोमो ब्यूटेन सो हालो अल्केन रो आमे दि एक्टिवस केओजी यूज करिबा ओके नेक्स्ट this is for the terminal alcohol but आमे फर्स्ट कोन करिबा so bromination 2 ब्रोमो but हमको दरकार अछि टर्मिनल पोजीशन रे so we can use alcoholic KOH then terminal alcohol by B2H6 in the presence of H2O2 note down and the last third again bromination next alcoholic KOH again B2H6 H2O2 कहीं ना हमारा टर्मिनल अल्कोहल दरकार अछि note कर देते हैं then we'll discuss the fourth one the last one from benzene we can prepare bromobenzene और halobenzene माने हम डाउस प्रोसेस करथिले आयरन इन डार्क Okay. So next तक हमें then you can use chlorine in the presence of non-polar medium. Make it first. Okay, friends. So with this, we are going to end of the class for today. If any doubt, quickly ask. Any doubt up to this? Quickly ask. Now I'm going to revise what we have discussed in today's class. In the first session, we have discussed the nomenclature of alcohol, ether and phenol. Then we have discussed the preparation of alcohol. So what are the methods to prepare alcohol? First, it is direct hydration of alkene. It goes through the formation of carbocation intermediate. Second, it is hydroboration oxidation of alkene that will give the terminal alcohol. Then hydroboration oxidation terminal alcohol. And the third one is oxymercuration deoxymercuration. It is going to make the alcohol at the or by following the Markovnikov rule. Then what is the difference between direct hydration and oxymercuration and oxymercuration deoxymercuration? Again repeating, what is the difference between direct hydration and oxymercuration deoxymercuration? In direct hydration, it goes through the formation of carbocation intermediate. So if the carbocation is formed in any reaction as the intermediate, then it may undergo rearrangement before giving the product. So that is not the suitable method. Sometimes it is not the suitable method. So in order to avoid the formation of carbocation or going through the carbocation route, we have to follow the oxymercuration deoxymercuration. In oxymercuration deoxymercuration, there is no formation of classical carbocation. It is non-classical carbocation bane, that means carbocation center bane, but it is a pure carbocation bane. So non-classical carbocation cannot undergo rearrangement. So that is the beauty of oxymercuration deoxymercuration reaction. Next what the student dekhiba. Next is the reaction with Grignard reagent. Aldehyde ketone can undergo reaction with Grignard reagent by following nucleophilic addition followed by elimination. So that will form primary, secondary alcohol or tertiary alcohol. Only formaldehyde will give primary, other aldehydes will give secondary, and ketones will give tertiary alcohol. Then we can prepare alcohol starting from the acid derivative, acid halide and anhydride. It will need excess of the Grignard's reagent. So we'll get the tertiary alcohol basically. Then reduction. So reduction of aldehyde and ketone in the presence of reducing agent, lithium aluminum hydride, sodium borohydride, and catalytic hydrogenation. Similarly, carboxylic acid can also be reduced to give primary alcohol in the presence of the strong reducing agent, lithium aluminum hydride. But it is highly expensive, so it is avoided. So alternatively, what we are doing, we are converting the carboxylic acid into ester by treating it with alcohol, the same alcohol that we need. Then the ester will be undergoing hydrogenation to form 2 molecules of alcohol. Okay. So these are the last one is from haloalkane, how to prepare alcohol. So that is by treating with aqueous KOH nucleophilic substitution reaction discuss करें. तापर phenol चारटा मेथड डिस्कस कले प्रिपरेशन from halo benzene, then benzene sulfuric acid, then the next one is a hydrolysis of BDC benzene diazonium chloride, then from cumene. तापर हम देखिले the reaction of alcohol and phenol, how it is dissociating the bond between oxygen and hydrogen. So it shows the acidic character. Phenol is more acidic than alcohol. Or phenol के acidic character effect change होतिला and alcohol के acidic character change होतिला by primary, secondary, tertiary. Okay. So we have discussed these things in today's class. So next class we will continue the chemical properties of alcohol and phenol. Okay, students. If you have any doubt, then quickly ask.